link in the description box for Otter Spirit if you'd like to look at one of these beautiful bracelets here. I have the link in my description box. Save 20% by using Empress Tarot 20. Go to otterspirit.com. Click on the link that's in the description box. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. This is a message for Pisces all placement. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live for other messages, other readings, and lots more. Feel free to leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. If you're watching this after the stream, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. All right, Pisces, we're going to take a look into your overall energy, check out what's there, see what's in store, followed by always looking at forward movement, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all. Remember, time is fluid in tarot, so make sure you remember that this message could have already resonated. It could be resonating at the time, or it could resonate sooner than you think. Please take what hits your spirit and leave it for another Piscean or another sign, okay? All right, what do we have for my Pisces? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross-watcher. What's up, everybody? Who we got in here today? Hey, Easy Eats. Wolfie. What's up, B? Jasmine. Reese. What's going on, y'all? What is the overall energy today for Pisces? Overall energy. Ten of Pentacles in a reverse here. Bottom of the deck, I have the King of Swords in the reverse. I have to ask this question. And I was going to just kind of not ask, but has somebody been listening to R. Kelly? Like some of his music? I don't know. I'm actually hearing the R. Kelly song, the Bump and Grind remix. I don't know if anybody's been listening. I that may not even fit anybody in this live today, but somebody's been listening to R. Kelly. Okay? I don't care what he has done, but someone is a mega fan. You still listen to his music, and hey, you have to respect him as an artist. But I don't know. Somebody's been listening to him. Hey, Janice. All right, let's see here. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarified with Tower in the reverse. And the Hangman in the reverse. Someone might be thinking about you. If you hearing that song, B, let me tell you something. I sure hope. I hope not. I like to, you know, it's nice for somebody to think about you, but you know, he said Backyard Party is a banger. Yeah, I like that song. I hope they're not thinking about that. And that's all they're thinking about when it comes to me. Okay, Pisces. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarified with the Tower in the reverse and the Hangman in the reverse. This is giving me the vibe of a second chance. This is, it's this vibe of, oh my goodness, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. Pisces, this could be you. Oh my God, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I finally feel like I have a second chance, or I have another chance to get things right, to do things differently. This is like that vibe of I'm not giving up. King of Swords in the reverse. Clarified with Eight of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands. This is like maintaining hope, maintaining, hey, there's an opportunity for me to do something different. There's an opportunity for me to handle things differently here. This could be something in your life personally. Maybe you haven't really shared, what this is with anybody really, but you know that you have a second chance to do things right this time. Okay. With the star here, it could be something dealing with an Aquarius, so you could have this in your chart. Clarify the star. Knight of Swords in the reverse. And we got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, some of you are looking at this like you got another chance. And I feel like this time around, you're going to handle yourself in a way better fashion. With the Chariot here coming up in your past. Let's look at what happened in the past. The Hierophant and the Three of Wands. So you could have had an opportunity in your past, Pisces, let's be honest, that you weren't really ready for. Okay? You weren't really ready for. Maybe there had to be some more humbling that you had to go through. Maybe you had to go through some more trials. Maybe you had to take a few losses because I put it like this, you bit off more than you could chew. This may have been something that you prayed for, and then when it finally showed up, you realized, oh my God, I'm not ready. So it could have just left, or it ended, or the energy was rerouted. With the Strength in the reverse here. And this is where, Pisces, I feel like you are doing your best now to make sure that anything else that's good comes into your life, that you're ready. Okay? Because what you know is that whatever this was, it caught you off guard. Whether that's a new job, it could have been a person, it could have been a place. It could have been something, that you were really trying to hold on to. And you can look at it and see like, I wasn't really ready for that. The Justice in the reverse here. And the High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah. Hey, Janice, I got offered an apprenticeship by a friend of mine who owns a tattoo parlor. I was doubting at first because my age, but I am more experienced now than 7 years ago. Absolutely. Yeah. Justice in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that you were like horrible with this opportunity. It's not like you were just, not fit for it or not ready. Well, you weren't ready for it, but it's not that you couldn't do it. I'll put it like that. But the timing was bad. The timing was bad. With the Two of Cups in the reverse, perhaps you weren't confident enough. And maybe you can look at it like, oh, I didn't believe in myself enough back then. I didn't have the confidence that I have now. The King of Wands in reverse and the Empress. There was some more work you needed to do. You needed to nurture yourself a little bit more. Page of Swords in the reverse. And whoever this was that gave you this opportunity, they knew it as well. The King of Cups in the reverse. But they saw something in you. The Hermit in the reverse. They saw something in you, Pisces, that stood out. And that's why they wanted to see. They didn't do it to set you up to fail. They did it because really they saw your potential before you could see it. But things just didn't work. Page of Wands. And that's okay here. With the Temperance here in the reverse. I feel like this bothered you, Pisces. You felt a bit defeated. But it also humbled you in a different way. It made you go inside with the Four of Cups in reverse. It made you go inside of self and really look at it and work on some things. The Moon is in the reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. And you probably got to a place of, well, just because I see that I'm doing a great job, it doesn't mean that other people see it the same way. There may be this company or that company or this person that could think Pisces is good, but they could be better. Pisces did okay, but I know that they could do better. Like, this is a reading, Pisces, reflecting someone seeing a lot of potential in you. I'm a cut to the chase. You could have been dating someone or in a relationship for many years, and everybody around you felt like you could do better. They felt like you could do better. But you stuck it out because maybe you were infatuated with this person. Maybe you wanted it to work and it didn't work. Because people were seeing the potential in you, but they weren't seeing the potential in you in a particular situation at that time. So if this was a relationship, you could have been, some of you could have been with the right person at the wrong time, or you could have been with the wrong person at the wrong time. And that was time that you needed to work on self. But I feel like for those of you, if it was the wrong person, this situation, it was just another layer of frustration. Because when it wasn't working, some of you took it personal, when really it was a reflection of the two of you were incompatible and you hadn't really built yourself to your highest potential. And that happens. Wolfie said, yes, my family and friends felt I could do better. I'm divorced now. Yeah. It's weird how outside people outside of the situation can see so much more for you versus you when you're in it. And then when you get out of it, then you can kind of see what everybody else was trying to point at, or maybe nobody really wanted to tell you the truth, but they were just sitting back like, oh my God, Pisces could do so much better. You know? And you know you could have done better. All right, what's going on around you, Pisces? What's going on around Pisces? What's the overall energy here? Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords in the reverse. Well, I do feel like, Pisces, you could also have some of these same people that are looking at the fact that you're able to move on despite the things that you lost, the things that, were lessons and all of that. So you are coming off as a person that's very strong. Maybe you walked away, like somebody mentioned, a divorce, or you walked away from a high-paying job or something like that, recognizing that maybe you were not ready for that situation, or you deserve better with the King of Swords here. King of Wands, yeah. You walked away from this knowing wholeheartedly that walking away was going to be the best thing for you. Or it ended and you still walked away from it knowing that it was the best thing because you weren't in a good situation or you weren't ready for it. Clarify Three of Swords in the reverse. The King of Cups in the reverse. and the Death card. You see that? So once you got to a place of admitting what this really was, that's when your new beginning started. That's when things started aligning for you. And I feel like it was a bit painful. Some of you, it could have bruised your ego a little bit, but sometimes we have to be humbled so that we can manifest better. Okay? We got the Ten of Cups here. Clarify Ten of Cups. We got the Seven of Swords and the Judgment. Yeah. This is a situation, Pisces, that it wouldn't have never worked anyway. Because in order for you to have been happy with this person, you would have had to overlook a lot of craziness. And what I mean is you would have had to look over their lies, their deception, their cheating, their this, their that. And you were not in a space to put up with that. There are some people that have open relationships, no judgment, and they can do that. But being that you are not on that kind of time, you were not equipped for that. Okay? And some of you, maybe you have some trust issues. You had trust issues. So I'm going to be honest. Maybe you scared somebody away because you didn't trust. You thought this person was cheating. You thought they were lying, and really they weren't, Pisces. So you look back now and you can say, oh my God, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready to be with anyone. With the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep. The Lovers in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. And so now that you're healed and you have a different way of looking at things, this is what's helping you bring in your person or bring in new opportunity with the Temperance card. Because think about it. Would you want to bring in someone or an opportunity based off the energy that you were carrying 6, 7, 8 years ago? I wouldn't. You know? Because with the Two of Cups, yeah. You're bringing in peace. You're bringing in harmony. You're bringing in clarity. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yep, the Tower in the reverse here. Bringing in something that's everlasting. But had you been manifesting things while you were not in your best version, those things would have been short-lived. They would have been very draining, because that was the energy that you were expelling outward. So now you're more in a more positive space with the Magician. You're able to manifest things that serve you. 6 of Wands and the World. Look at that. Look at that. So what you're doing now, you're in this mirroring phase. And what I mean by that is how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself and what you deserve, and the self-love that you have is mirroring outward to other people. They're seeing you love yourself. They're seeing that you have a high vibe, you have a high frequency. They're seeing that. And this is what's helping you to bring better and more positive energy in. The Wheel is in the reverse. No longer bringing in stuff that just didn't mesh well. The Sun in the reverse and the chops. Why am I saying the chops? The chop. Somebody could be chopping veggies or something about chop. I don't know. Maybe there's a restaurant called The Chop. Something about chop that came in. So here we are with the Sun in the reverse and the Three of Cups here in the upright. I mean, honestly, Pisces, this could just be you really looking at the fact of, hey, I didn't really want that person in the past anyway. I had to get out of it to really see I didn't really want that. I thought I wanted that. But the Divine knew, Ace of Swords, the Divine knew that later on, once you started loving yourself more, you were going to realize that that wasn't the best for you anyway. But you had to get to a place of loving yourself more. With the Eight of Swords here in the reverse, This is you looking back, Pisces, and seeing it for what it is. Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And you realize that nobody could really tell you anything about this situation in the past. Family, friends may have tried to warn you, and you didn't want to hear it. So that's noble of you to see that and really recognize that, because some people run away from that Nine of Swords in the reverse. They don't want to face the harsh truth, the harsh reality of things. And this is you facing it and saying, hey, I had a lot of people that felt like I needed it better and should have had better in my life, and I ignored it. That's you being honest. Which, with the Nine of Cups, goes along with that self-love and self-care. Page of Swords in the reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles. Yep. Money is coming in. Money looks better for you, Pisces. Opportunities look better. Don't be surprised if you start having people that want to have your energy around, that may call you to do certain things extra if you're looking for that. There may be different ways to bring in different streams of income because you are attracting better. You're attracting more positivity with the Seven of Cups, which is more options. Okay. But there had to be a major shift here. Queen of Cups in the reverse, of you taking a few L's. You taking a few L's in order to appreciate being handed great things with the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Queen of Swords here and the Chariot in the reverse. Because guess what? It's very hard for us to look forward if we're always moving backwards or not moving at all. And so your forward movement looked like being honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself and dissecting the areas, Six of Cups here and a Two of Swords in reverse. Dissecting the areas that needed to be cleaned out and sutured back together so you could heal. So you had to basically, maybe somebody just had some sutures. Someone could have injured themselves, or somebody that just had to go to the ED and have some sutures. I don't know why that's coming through, but maybe you had to, just like when you get a suture or a wound or something, you had to clean out the debris and the germs and everything so it doesn't get infected. Clean it out, do the sutures, and wait for it to heal properly. Wow. So that could have been what you had to do. You had to clean out some toxic things that would have caused infection so that you could properly heal. Because guess what? We can't continue to be around the very thing that broke us or hurt us and expect to heal. If we heal, it's only temporary, and there is a strong possibility that the wound will be reopened, or it will be reinfected, or it would get infected. So we have to separate and move away from what injures us in order to heal. And that's what you did. And then you realize that you were actually, with the High Priestess, then you realize that you were actually harming yourself at one time. So you had to admit that to yourself and get rid of it. Six of Swords here. Wow. What's the advice for Pisces moving forward? The Devil and the Hermit. Continue to make more mindful decisions. The Star in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, continue to make more mindful decisions for yourself. You are on this path of really listening to intuition. I would say try to maintain that. Three of Pentacles here in the reverse. Not a lot of, Page of Wands reverse as well. Not a lot of people listen to their intuition as much as they should. Because the intuition is truly a great guide. That gives you that clarity. Knight of Cups here. And the Two of Pentacles. Yep, gives you that clarity of which way you should go in romance or career or any other ventures. Your intuition. Okay. But first, it does begin with you putting yourself in a positive space with positive energy, walking away from things that no longer serve you, staying away from those things, and moving forward towards happiness, joy, peace. Okay. And becoming more in alignment to receive what it is that you want. All right. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you like this video and please subscribe. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live for the messages of the readings and lots more. Feel free to leave a comment to let me know how it resonates. If you're watching this after the stream, please feel free leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget, everybody, if you like these lovely bracelets here, they're by a company called otterspirit.com. If I have the link in my description box, check them out. If you'd like to order something, you'll save 20% off by using my special code, coupon code, which is Empress Tarot 20. Okay, you'll save 20% on your purchase. All right, the website is in the description box, otterspirit.com. Okay, thank y'all. Have a good one. Make sure that you know and remember that you're worth it always. Take care of yourself, love and light, and we'll talk again soon. Take care, y'all. Bye.